All right, it's about, I'm gonna say about a cup. Brown sugar. Good morning. I'm here to show you some meal prep tricks. I'm completely overwhelmed by how many people reached out to me yesterday and asked for help. I did not expect that. I never thought that this is what I would be doing. I have people who can attest to the fact that this is not what I would have ever thought I would do. Being on camera is not my thing. Being behind the camera, videoing my children, talking to my kids behind the camera, I can do that. But actually being the one whose face is shown, not my skill set. So if you want meal prep ideas, you're gonna have to bear through all this because it's a hot mess. So today I'm gonna show you how I make a ham. Ham is something that my mother-in-law used to make for my husband and his brothers frequently. It's not something that it's not my favorite, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have leftover chicken breast tonight while everybody else eats ham, but nobody has to know that. But my kids love this ham. It's ridiculous. And sometimes, you know, you gotta have an easy night. No fights at the table. I put something in front of you that you like, let's eat it. So what we're gonna do with this ham is we're gonna make a glaze for it, but instead of just making a glaze for one ham, I'm gonna make a glaze for 4. And then what I'm gonna do is I am gonna cook it all day, let the glaze melt down because there's brown sugar in it, so we're gonna let the brown sugar disintegrate and make this lovely sauce. And then once we are done with dinner tonight, I'm gonna take that glaze and what's left over, and I'm gonna put it in 4 of these little containers, and I'm gonna write ham glaze on it, put it in my freezer, so that next time that I wanna make a ham for the kids, so next week, I can just pull out the glaze, get my ham, dump it all in the crock pot, set it on low, and go. And I think that works real well, especially for this recipe. All right, Ryder opted to come help me make dinner. Again, side note, moms, if you can get your kids involved, get them involved. They love to help, they love to pour, they love to stick their fingers in it and taste it. I think it's a good habit to be in. Get them involved in the kitchen, get them involved in what they're eating. That way you can look back and you can say, hey, remember what we made today? We're having ham for dinner. Ryder, no more brown sugar. Okay, so today we're making a ham. This is the ham that I normally buy. Hang on just a second. You can get these literally anywhere. If you need a bigger one, Costco has fantastic, huge hams that you can make. You can stick them in your bigger crock pot. But today we're just doing one that's about that size. Okay, so the first ingredient we need is what, Ryder? What is that?
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar. So we're gonna do 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar into the bowl. I know it sounds like a lot, but again, remember, we're using this for 4 hams. All of this is not going in your ham today. And then we're gonna do a good amount of orange juice. It's about, I'm gonna say about a cup, maybe a cup and a half of orange juice. Again, you're not gonna mess this up. I have done it all of the ways, everything is fine. And the next ingredient you need is balsamic. We're gonna do about a tablespoon or so, maybe a little bit more, maybe 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, balsamic. Ooh. Mommy needs her coffee. And this is real life. Reagan, good morning. Can you say good morning?
Good morning.
Good morning. And we're back. Reagan just woke up. She's sitting at the table eating peanut butter toast. Everything is fine, y'all. Everything is fine. Okay, so we did 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, a cup of orange juice, 2 tablespoons of balsamic. We're gonna do about a tablespoon of honey. Helps thicken it, helps keep it sweet. It's in the recipe, not real sure why. I don't question it, the kids love it, we eat it. Okay, last ingredient is, actually I lied, 2 more ingredients. The next ingredient is mustard. Normally I use Dijon, but I made a roast last night and I used all of our Dijon on that. So we are just using regular old yellow mustard today. It works fine. You can use whole grain, you can use honey mustard, you can use literally anything that you want. The last ingredient you need is pepper, just a little bit. Okay, just a little, not too much.
Hold on.
Okay, no, that's fine. Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna stir it all together, pour it on the ham in the crock pot, set the crock pot to low for 8 hours, then you're done. You've got dinner. Okay, y'all, so your ham is in the crock pot. You're gonna set it to low for 8 hours. I mean, if you're in a pinch and you need it done in a couple hours, you can set it to high. You can even stick your sauce on the stove and disintegrate all that brown sugar. There's a better word than disintegrate for the brown sugar, but I cannot think of it. You can do that. You can heat your ham in the oven, and then you can pour the glaze on top, call it done. This for me is just easier. Then remember, when you're done, take all of that excess glaze, put it in a little plastic container, write glaze on it, stick it in your freezer, and then next time you have ham, you can just pull that out, dump it on, and it literally tastes the exact same. So that's our meal prep tip for today. Sorry if this was completely awkward and a total mess. We will work on that and figure out how to get the rest of our tips over to you.